This is a Tops 8541 production. What's up, YouTube? Tops 85401 here. And one really interesting thing about the hobby, I just want to talk about this real quick, is print run is definitely not everything. I say that because I absolutely love, and I chase cards that are low print run, and my favorite cards are like cards numbered to 100 or less. Love cards numbered to 100 or less, especially from the 90s, early 2000s. Those cards are drying up. The reason why I mention that is because sometimes you'll get a card with a print run to 100 that will sell for more than a card with a print run to 25, or more than a card with a print run to 10. Or sometimes I'll pick up a card that's not a Bonds card with a print run to 100 that I'll pay 5 times more for than a different Bonds card with a print run to 100. Doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, there's no logic to that if you're thinking about rarity. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. I was thinking about this on this mail day. But I got this beautiful 2005 Topps Turkey Red Bonds card. This is the red border parallel. And this gem, this absolute gem, I love the image on this card. I love this product. It is a relic card, but to me, that's not the main attribute about the card. The main attribute to me is that fantastic image of Bonds. I love that image of Bonds. And the fact that the card is numbered to 99. This happens to be card number 33 of 99. And I didn't pay a whole lot for this card. It wasn't that expensive. I think shipped with tax was about 25 bucks. And so for a Bonds card numbered to 99, $25 is relatively pretty good price. However, I wouldn't pay a whole lot more for this card, even though I love the card. Now, this is where the logic doesn't come in. I mean, it doesn't make sense. I mean, I love this card. It's a beautiful card, right? So I got these two awesome cards. This is my secondary player PC. One of many, but my main secondary player PC, Mark McGwire. And these are the 1997 Flair Showcase Legacies. And these ones are actually have a print run of more than this Bonds card. Not by much, but more, by one card. These are numbered to 100. The Bonds, of course, is numbered to 99. Now, these cards I paid $125 per. And so I guess what I'm saying is I paid 5 times for each one of these cards, even though he's not a main PC player. Then I paid for this card, even though I paid about the most I would pay for this card. And I'm glad to have these cards. It's just weird, right? So print run isn't always everything, guys. Or even the player on the card isn't always everything. I love these cards. I love 1997 Flair Showcase Legacies. Now, I don't have any Bonds, and that's because I missed the boat on them. They used to be fairly affordable. But for the price that I'm willing to pay for the Bond, they're just... The Bonds are priced more than what I'm willing to pay. And I regret not picking them up when I had a chance. And as collectors, we've all made collecting mistakes. That was an unintended mistake. Maybe a miscalculation on my part on how popular the Flair Showcase Legacy cards are. I guess when they were plentiful, when they were affordable, I didn't appreciate them. And now that they're not affordable and there are not very many available, now I want them more. But that's the way collecting is, right? Sometimes as collectors, we want what everybody else has, and then you kind of jump on the bandwagon and you end up paying a lot more for cards that you wouldn't think that you would have paid for. And you know, even though I paid 5 times more for these McGwires than I paid for this Bonds card, I actually think I got an absolute steal on these two cards. And then when I looked up the comps on eBay, I'm like, I didn't get that much of a steal. That's actually what they're going for. But in my mind, I'm thinking relative to what a Bond sells for, I got these for an absolute steal. Anyway, card collecting is funny. Sometimes I don't know what the heck is going on. Anyways, I love this card. Super fired up that I picked it up. It is part of a rainbow. I have the gray, which is not numbered. This is the red numbered to 99. And then I got the white numbered to 75, the black border one, which is beautiful, numbered to 50. And someday I'll try to pick up the gold parallel. That one will probably cost me more like what this card goes for. So thanks so much for tuning in. And as always, until next time, happy collecting.